This is the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is the first real smartphone in over 30 years. You see, to me, a real smartphone is a device that takes your everyday problems and solves them for you, basically making your life a whole lot easier. And with the introduction of Galaxy AI on the S24 series, Samsung has basically changed the benchmark of what a smartphone is. Oh, and guess what? This entire video is recorded entirely on the S24 Ultra. Even the mic is connected to the S24 Ultra. Crazy. Design-wise, do I really need to mention it? This phone is gorgeous looking, this time coming with a titanium frame. It's basically following the same design language as the S23 Ultra, with the main difference being up front, where the display on the S23 Ultra was curved, while this is more flat, with thinner bezels and a higher peak brightness of 2600 nits, making it one of the brightest in the market. There's also coating up front on the S24 Ultra, which makes it perfect to protect you against glares when you're shooting outdoors or with studio lights like us. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Not this one, Galaxy AI. Now, Galaxy AI is basically engraved into the DNA of the S24 series, which is what basically makes this leagues above any other smartphone. Lastly, you've got Gallery AI. Now, this isn't something that's really about problem solving per se, but it could be for someone who isn't very well versed in like editing and Photoshop. So for example, your grandma took your picture. She cropped your arm, leg, half of your head. Using generative fill, you can generate back everything without cropping and losing out on the rest of the image. Or you have a horrible object in your photo, you can easily remove it using AI this time, and when it in-paints the existing photo underneath, it'll do a much better job than ever before. Or you want to create thumbnails for your YouTube page. You don't need to have Photoshop skills anymore because you can just add on other objects from different photos into your photo. That is what I call a genius way to solve the problem of people who aren't able to do these things on their own. Portrait photos are also significantly better now because the foreground-background separation has been done a lot better because the AI has been trained based on real DSLR data. So you have foreground elements that'll properly bokeh and give you a very realistic tone and kind of look to it when you take those portrait photos. So overall, the improvement in the camera is not so significant, but it is significant enough for you to understand if you have been using the S23 Ultra. A big change we've seen is the 10x zoom lens being taken away on the S24 Ultra. Now you have a 5x zoom lens, which gives you incredible image performance. Speaking of performance, the photo looks incredible across all the different lenses that I tried out, both in daytime and at night. The quality is incredible with great colors contrast. They look very, very nice and clean. Video looks great as well, both in day and night, and video stabilization looks great. The HDR video quality rendition is also very nice, even when uploading to apps like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. These are just a few of the photos and videos that I took during my trip in San Francisco for the launch, and it was actually so much fun to shoot with. I pretty much shot with the S24 Ultra more than my camera the entire time. I may be overthinking it, but I feel like the zoom even feels a little bit more improved here for video performance. It does look a lot more stable with the stabilization, and the quality when I'm zooming in, especially for faraway subjects, is even nicer. And it seems to apply a bit of a dehazing, which makes the video look even crisper. Obviously, I'm more focused on the camera performance on these devices, while Darwin is focused on the performance. So if you want to know more about that, definitely watch out for some performance-based videos with the S24 Ultra, because we do want to segregate that into a different piece of content. So looking at everything with the perspective of problem and solution, the Galaxy AI coming with the S24 Ultra is truly something that's going to change how people perceive smartphones and what they expect from smartphones moving forward. It's a perfect combination of software, hardware, and AI. But that's just my opinion. If you have a different opinion and you think a smartphone is something else, let us know down in the comments below. We'd love to read that. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok to see more updates on this. I've published like 20 videos about this already, so make sure you guys are following us there. Make sure you subscribe on this channel if you want to see more content just like this, and I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, take care.